different kind of game show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a different kind of game show. I am your host, Mr. Dodson, as it says on the sign. Now, here's the thing about this show. First of all, it's beautiful. Second of all, it fully depends on you being interactive. There's no fun in me just going through this whole game show thing. Now, the rules of the game are I'm going to show you a question on this board. You following me so far? I'll tell you what. Oh, no. We'll start over when I get a few... Oh, look, we are hearing... from Bob and Sarah, and Loretta is here, and Loretta is calling in from YouTube, so we've beat that one too. So we are absolutely going to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And I'm able to see comments on both, and so can you, if I share the screen with you in this way. So, in my mind, the test is already complete. We don't even need to play the game, but let's do it anyway, shall we? We've got a few players in the house. Now, here's the problem with this game. We have no cash and prizes, and there's really no stakes whatsoever, not at this point. What we're going to do is basically ask you some silly, stupid questions. You'll answer them in the comments in the time allotted, 10 seconds. Spoiler alert. And then I'll show you the correct answer, and you will have gotten it right or you'll have gotten it wrong. The end. No stakes, but look. If in fact this works well, and we all have a good time here together, then maybe we can talk about putting some stakes in this game, yes? Yes. All right, now let's go over the rules. I'm going to show you a question on this gigantic board here. You will have multiple choices. It is up to you to determine the question that you think... Nope, the answer to the question that you think is my answer. Mr. Dodson's answer. So Google will do you no good here, you cheaters. Plus, you only have 10 seconds anyway. What are you going to get done in 10 seconds on a Google search? You'll see, it's not going to be so easy. Now, is everyone ready to play? We've got Steve has joined us, and Diane as well. Thank you for joining. Loretta, Sarah, and the gang. All right, and we can all see each other here and say hi virtually. Now, Loretta is out there all alone in YouTube. Look at all those blue Facebook things, and then one little YouTube. Where's my YouTube group? All right. Jeffrey, hello. I'll have to pass on your greetings to Mr. Doyle the next time I see him. Although I do try and avoid him under most circumstances. It's just awkward is all. What's funny? What's funny? All right. Enough dilly-dallying. There's a word I like. Dilly-dallying. It's so fun. You say it. I'll tell you what. We'll get moving forward with the game when you say dilly-dally. Now, you can say it out loud, and or you can type it in the comments and share it so we can all see the words dilly-dally appear. Andy has also joined from YouTube. Let's hear it for Andy. Nice to see you, sir. Don't worry, you haven't missed a thing. I've just been delaying. I'm very good at that. All right, Michelle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause. Local celebrity, Michelle Roll in the house, third one down from the top. All right, now then, can we please get on with the show? The delays are making me insane. How about you? I can't be the only one who's ready for this to get going. I mean, you show up, you're all pretty much on time, you should expect the game to begin. But instead, what happens? I just ramble on and 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 on. Meanwhile, you look at this big screen and go, where is the first question? I'm ready for it. I know you are. So let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. The first question. Now remember, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10 only. It's not very long. It's a lot less time than you think. 10 seconds to type into the comments the answer to the question that you think is my answer to the question. Note again, my name is Mr. Dodson. It is not Bob Doyle. It is not Wikipedia. Thank you, Diane, for saying dilly-dally. We appreciate that. And for any of you who will eventually say it. Oh, wait, Jeffrey said it as well. Wonderful. Oh, and Sarah, look, we've got a whole team of team players. No, a whole gang of team, a group of team. Let's get to the question now. All right. First of all, I'll read it through. We'll give you the multiple choice question. Answers, Dodson, words, use your words. We'll go through the question. Dadgummit. Not something I say very often. We will go through the question, yes, and also the answers, briefly, and then the 10 seconds will begin. Now look, I'm not doing this at the beginning of every question. That would be tedious. But we're all just starting to learn how to do this, right? So I'm just trying to make it easy for you by over-explaining and just letting you relax through it. Game shows can be very stressful, but remember, there are no stakes, none, or potatoes. That's a little joke. Thank you. Steak and potatoes. See, look, all right, never mind. You can Wikipedia that. I didn't use the trackers today, Bob. Should have, but I had so many other technical issues, I didn't want to throw anything else into the mix. I know you all had a taste of the question. You're like, where is it? All right, let's look at it. The question is, what do you put... Nope, that was an accident. That's going to happen. What do you put on your feet? The possible answers are 1. Colonel Glock Squawk, 2. Squid Puppies, 3. Socks. You have 10 seconds. Oops. 10 seconds, the time is counting. Don't put it in, type it in. I know it's your first time, don't get too nervous. Okay. Now, I know that was a warm-up. Perhaps you didn't realize, I have to type right now. Yes, that's what you have to do with those 3. Now, you could say 1, or you could say 2, or you could say 3 for your answer to shorten things up. Because I certainly know that typing Colonel Glocksquawk is especially if you're on your phone, it's rather unreasonable of me to ask, actually, now that I think about it. But it does make me think, how am I ever going to remember what you're referring to? All right, now, let's find out what the answer is. And of course, it is Colonel Glocksquawk, ladies and gentlemen. Never put Colonel Glock. You only put Colonel Glocksquawk on your feet because, let's go through the answers again. Colonel Glocksquawk, the obvious answer, because of course we all put Colonel Glocksquawk on our feet because here in space we have this dryness problem with the air. And you can always rely on Colonel Glocksquawk's foot ointment to smooth things out. And of course, squid puppies, you would not want those on your feet under any circumstances. And socks, that's just a silly nonsense word that I made up for the purposes of this. So obviously that was not the answer. Now I wonder who put what in. Michelle says she was robbed. Now again, there are no stakes. None. Do you remember the thing about the potatoes? We know it's an imperfect system, my heavens. It's comments on a platform that's built around delays. All right, it's not built around delays. I don't know why I said that. All right, shall we continue on to the next question? I think that we shall. All right, who is the most... Nope. This is also going to happen until I optimize the placement of my trigger. So forget all that. You can just consider that a reminder of what the timer sounds like. Ribeye steak for Bob, you see. We haven't shared your comments. Everyone catch up, scan the page real quick. Everyone is being wonderfully brief. Wonderfully brief. All right, and I'm seeing numbers, and it doesn't help me at all. Oh, and I seem to have turned off the reverb. So, again, there's a lot of button moving that's going to happen after I do this broadcast, I can tell you. Laugh if you will. All right, so meanwhile, moving on to the second question. Who is the most disgusting eater? Number 1 again, Colonel Glocksquawk. Number 2, my sister's friend. Or 3, any Blorgarian. The timer has started. 10 seconds, type it in. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. All right, it's going to be over any minute. There you go. All right. Did you give it thought, or did you rush into it? Because sometimes these are trick questions sometimes. Ah, I didn't tell you that part, did I? No. Have to save that for question 2. All right, so let's take a look and see what the correct answer was. Do it. Yes, my sister's friend. She's notorious for her disgusting eating. Colonel Glock Squawk is just a brand, so that's out. My sister's friend, the answer. And any Bulgarian, everyone knows they're meticulously neat about their eating. So, but who doesn't know about my sister's friend, you know who? Whenever she eats corn, right? Why, it's always corn. Just right hanging on the side of the... And you just want to... You just want to go up and wipe it. All right. So... Are we having fun, first of all? Of course, I can't see any sort of reactions, if there are any coming. You know, it's a lonely business, doing a game show in a studio that's basically empty, except for these wonderful sets you see here. One day we'll have the prize closet and, you know, the Vanna, displaying things ever so elegantly. But for now, it's just me and you. I think we're doing just fine, right? Tell me.